Ja, herzlich willkommen zu einem Let's Play von Call of Juarez Gunslinger von Retards. Das Spiel, wie ihr hier gerade seht, im Hauptmenü, das ist ein Western-Shooter-Spiel. In der Manier von, sag ich jetzt mal, Borderlands 2, wer das gespielt hat. Die Grafik ist diese voll coole, ich weiß nicht, das ist Cell-Shading, weiß nicht genau wie das heißt. Aber ist auch egal, auf jeden Fall saumäßig geil. Und ich habe es noch nicht angespielt, also ich spiele es auch jetzt das erste Mal mit euch hier. Ja, dann würde ich sagen, starten wir mal die Story und ja, wir machen wir auch normal jetzt. Mal sehen, wie das Spiel so ist.
Don't I know you, sir?
Don't believe so. I haven't been here in many years. Name's Silas Greaves.
Silas Greaves? The bounty hunter?
Used to be.
Ah, what are you doing here in Abilene?
Just passing through. Got a little business to take care of.
Well, sir, it would be an honor if you would allow me to buy you a beer.
Hell, son, it would be my honor to drink it.
I'm Molly. Howdy.
I'm Dwight. That's Jack and Steve. Ben's behind the bar. Oh, I bet you got some great stories.
A couple.
Any of them true?
Jack, be nice.
A few.
What about your shootout with Henry Plummer's gang in Bannock, Montana? Is that where you started as a bounty hunter? That's what it says in this here dime novel.
Don't believe everything you read in them dime novels, boy. First man I hunted was back when I was riding with Billy the Kid.
You knew Billy the Kid?
Damn right. That scrawny son of a bitch had no fear. Wouldn't back down for nobody.
I heard he collected the 10 stars off any crooked lawmen who crossed him.
It was a war, boy. The Lincoln County War. And Billy promised his regulators would take the life of every bastard who helped bushwhack John Tunstall.
Kid had a big chip on his shoulder and a hair-trigger temper. Made him dangerous as hell.
Okay. So wie es aussieht, erzählt der Typ jetzt die Geschichte in dieser Bar da. Und wir spielen sozusagen, was er erzählt. So. Dann gucken wir mal, was da oben so kommt.
It was about 30 years ago. Billy was hiding out in an abandoned farm near Stinking Springs. I threw in with the kid because the man I had sworn vengeance on was riding with Billy's enemies. But before I tell you why I want that sumbitch dead, let me tell you what happened that day. I was heading back to the hideout when suddenly I had this funny feeling.
Funny, ha-ha?
No, Steve. The other kind of funny.
Sonny, haha. Moment, funny. Keine Scheiße. Also, das ist... Kann ich nicht anders sagen. Guckt euch mal die Welt an. Das ist richtig cool gemacht. Geil. Drücke 0. Oh.
You heard that.
Hier
Just
ist
stay
Versteck.
here and keep an eye on the road.
That's not fair. We're missing all the fun.
I knew those two morons would never let me through. I had no choice.
Boah, hat keine Wahl, also knallen wir die mal über den Haufen.
What the hell? Shoot that sumbitch!
Erfahrungen verdienst du durch das Erledigen von Gegnern. Du brauchst sie, um das Level aufzustellen, und die Fähigkeit freizuschalten. Du R-Taste. Achso, ich habe links hier und Erfahrung.
Was it Pat Garrett's posse?
Oh yeah. I heard the shots and I knew I had to move fast. Garrett and his army of deputies had surrounded the entire homestead.
Wenn man also über die Toten rüberläuft, kriegt man die Munition, die dabei hat. Sehr gut. Und so ein Pferd noch. Nee, kann man nicht. Dann machen wir mal weiter.
Will! Spread out, goddammit! Come on! Get him from the left! Keep on, shoot! They're coming from the rear!
I decided to help Billy and the boys out a bit. So that's just what I did.
We have one behind us! Stay on it! Cover fire! Kill him!
As the governor of New Mexico was paying for the kid's apprehension, Garrett was able to hire every gun hand in Lincoln County.
Kill him for Christ's sake! Can't hide forever!
Aufgestiegen. Ah, nice. Du kannst hier einen Fähigkeitspunkt ausgeben. Wähle eine der 3 Fähigkeiten, Kategorien und erwirb eine Fähigkeit. Revolverheld. Scharfschütze und Nahkämpfer. Das ist eine gute Frage. Also ich habe ja momentan sowieso nur eine Pistole. Denke ich mir mal, wähle ich mal den Revolverheld aus. Ah, da kann man gucken, was man nehmen kann. Dann gucke ich mal, was es hier gibt. Visieransicht verlangsamt die Zeit. Nimm dir Zeit beim Zielen. Mit deiner langen oder einhändigen Waffe hilft dir eine kurze und so eine Verzögerung gerade lange genug, um perfekt zu zielen. Upgrade, verzierte Sechsschüsse. Neben den Helligen hier aussehen. Bla 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 bla, vereinfacht. Wahrheitssucher. Tipps zu Nuggets. Höhere Munitionskapazität, Gewehre, schnelleres Nachladen, Gewehr, bla bla. Also es ist jetzt hier wirklich alles auf das Gewehr ausgelegt. Jedoch mit der ersten Fähigkeit kann man offensichtlich auch mit der Knarre besser zielen. Gibt es bei der Schrodi. Hat man mehr Defense. Auch nicht schlecht. Oder hier halt zweihändige Knarren. Lässt sein Blutrausch nicht zu kurz ausfallen, eine Combo-Anzeige bleibt 50% länger aktiv. Bessere Verbinden, längere Kombos bedeuten mehr XP. Ah, ich nehme das. Akimbo, Alter. Auf geht's. 2 Knarren. Auf geht's.
Watch out! He's one of them! Yes, he's right behind us!
Garrett's men were running around like a bunch of chickens with their heads
They
cut
send
off.
these some bitches run!
Was? Du kannst tödlichen Schüssen nur bei vollständig aufgeladener Todesahnung ausweichen. Weiche der Kugel aus, indem du mit A nach links oder mit D nach, also ich würde mal nach rechts gehen, und die Kugel ist schon fast in mir drin.
Still, one of them reached the water tower. Not a bad idea. It would be a turkey shoot from up there. Luckily, these shooters Garrett hired weren't the sharpest tools in the shed. My position is very important. Personally, I prefer to be on top.
Oh, you do?
Indeed, darling. But where was I?
Sag mal
Oh,
jetzt.
yeah.
Ranger. Weil ja, was der Unterschied ist,
Where'd he come from?
werden wir gleich herausfinden. Uiuiui, hier ist aber diese geile Scheiße.
Can't take a fall, huh?
A lot of them were saddle tramps or sod busters or drunken drifters looking to make a few bucks.
Had enough?
Nein, ich hab noch nicht genug. Wo seid ihr
You
denn?
think you can kill me too?
Was ist da? Fahren?
You ain't
Ja, dann
going
guck mal,
nowhere.
die lang. Wo seid ihr denn? Ah,
Then,
die lädt ein bisschen.
I heard a
langsamer
friendly
noch.
voice yelling at me from the window. Back door! We'll cover you! Truth be told, things weren't much better behind the house.
Sorry.
I cut their numbers in half, but that just made the ones that were left twice as mad.
I'll do you myself.
They made up for their lack of skill with a seemingly endless supply of ammo.
You can run. Can't hide forever.
Richtig lautes Game bis jetzt. Geh hinein und triff Billy the Kid. Machen wir das mal.
It was a bit of a slog, but I finally fought my way around the back of the house.
Kann man sich auch irgendwie... Alter, was? Guck dir die Vögel an. Voll geil. Ja. Können wir nicht in diese Scheiße da unten reinspringen? Autsch. Keine gute Idee.
And like that, I was inside, none the worse for wear. I passed Dirty Dave.
Deader than a rat in a trap. I'll do you myself. How about that?
And upstairs, I found Billy and Charlie Bowdry.
Aber ich gucke hier immer so ein bisschen rum, ne? Ich bin so ein... Ich will immer alles machen, um sicher zu sein. Ah, coole Scheiße.
Billy looked at me and said, "About time, amigo. Grab a gun and get to the window."
Wait, so you were friends with Billy the Kid?
Yeah, sort of. Anyway, we were surrounded by dozens of deputized shooters who wanted to do us harm. I'm telling you, Garrett's men were dropping like flies, but they just kept on
I
coming.
can keep this up all day. I think I got one.
Ah, bin ich schlecht, ey.
Where the hell Garrett get you? He's missing over there. Where'd he come from? Company.
That's when Charlie got hit. They're catching us in a crossfire, shouted Billy. Get to the other side.
We've got company. Show yourself.
So, dann gucken wir mal, was ist jetzt hier. Kann ich jetzt einfach wieder das... Achso, ich könnte jetzt auch einfach das hier nehmen. Aber wir wollen ja das... Das ist mehrere Munition, glaube ich. Und trage noch mehr. Ja, natürlich haben wir ja gut. 100% mehr Kapazität werden. Das ist durchaus nicht. Ich nehme mal das hier, weil dann kann man schneller ableveln. Kriegt man 50% mehr Zeit, so diese Gruppen, also die Kills aneinander zu legen. Und ich denke mal, dadurch ist es mir möglich, dann mehr Kills sozusagen zu holen. Aber jetzt ist irgendwie meine Seite ist sauber. Muss man mal ein bisschen aussehen. Oh, was? Das ist aber auch irgendwie gar keine. Schießen drin.
Come out from behind there.
Ja, der schießt immer irgendwo hin. Keine Ahnung, was macht der? Hier komme ich nicht raus. Verteidige die Rückseite der Farm.
Ah, you yellow bastard.
Aber hier ist doch gar
I
kein.
don't know how many of those cocksuckers I personally put down, but it was pretty clear, even to Billy, that maybe discretion was the better part of valor.
What's that mean?
It means that it was time to cut and run. They got a Gatling, Billy shouted. Get the horses and bring them round back. I'll draw their attention. He directed that order at me, and I thought, why the hell do I have to do it? Many would have fled in my fight. But I had that false sense of invincibility that many young men have. Like Jack here.
What are you saying, old man?
Jack is just joshing with you.
Yeah, he better be.
Mr. Graves, please continue.
Please, call me Silas. Now, where was
You were heading for the barn.
I? Right. Making my way past a passel of fallen foes.
Sounds like Garrett hired a whole regiment of hired guns.
Yeah, and just when I thought I was done with them, more of these hapless bastards would pop up.
You think you can kill me too?
Hast. Headshot.
Finally, I had the stables within my reach. And that's when I met Sheriff Pat Garrett.
I read that you
What?
went toe-to-toe with him, sir. That backstabbing bastard with that tacked-on tin star.
read that in a dime novel?
It said he showed no fear as he took your measure with eyes like a rattlesnake.
So, wie funktioniert ein Duell? Halte den Gegner im Fokus, drücke den Tasten auf den Fall. Also man muss es mit der Maus so verfolgen. Wenn der Gegner zur Waffe greift, drücke Schießen, um die Waffe zu ziehen. Ziele mit gar nichts, also mit der Maus. Und schieße dann.
And that you killed him in a fair fight.
Is that what that Penny Dreadful said? No, boy. That ain't what I meant when I said I met Pat Garrett. So let me start again. I finally reached those damn stables. Stepped inside, and last thing I heard was Garrett's voice. That's not Billy.
Geile Scheiße.
And go on, how did it end?
And, boy, that was just the beginning.
Geil. Okay, ist nicht schlecht. Ja, ich sehe jetzt hier, habe ich 2 von 3 nachgefunden. Das sind, glaube ich, diese Geheimnisse, die man bekommt. Ich mache jetzt einfach mal weiter, das können wir später noch einsammeln. Kann fast ein bisschen zu leicht gewesen sein. Ich kann auch jederzeit in die Produktion. Nein, das wird bestimmt nachher sowieso schwerer. Von daher. Wenn die nächste Mission auch so chillig ist, können wir mal versuchen.
So what happened? Did Garrett arrest you?
Yeah, after I came to, the bastard had clocked me with his Colt.
And the kid surrendered?
When he realized there was no getting out of there alive.
So they locked you up in Lincoln?
Indeed they did. Sentenced me to hang right along with the kid.
Oh. Für eine Handvoll heißes Blei. Nach Sticky Experience landeten Billy the Kid und Silas abnorderweise eine Fähigkeit, erhältst du Hinweise zu Nuggets in deiner Nähe. Auf geht's!
It's important to know that I was only riding with Billy so I could find the bastard I was after.
4 Monate nach der Festnahme.
He was with John Kinney's gang, and they were sworn enemies of Billy's regulators.
Why were you after him?
I owed that son of a bitch a bullet for what he had done to me and mine. Instead, all I got for myself was a goddamn death sentence. Luckily, it was right around then that I heard Billy make his move. He shot Jim Bell and a few other guards as he made his getaway. Later, they wrote that some lady friend planted a pistol for him in the privy. What the papers didn't say is that Billy helped me escape, too.
Nice. Danke, Billy.
My first order of business was finding a firearm.
Was ist das für ein Knast? Das ist alles leer.
Luckily, I located Deputy Bob Arlinger's mean-ass shotgun.
Me, der Shot. Halbiert jeden Mann. Nice. Scheiße geil.
I saw Billy through the window, and he yelled that I should take to the rooftops to make my escape. So I did.
Anybody see Billy?
Hell yeah. That scattergun was like a double-barreled howitzer. It could blow a man clear off his feet. You hardly had to aim at that. The kids escaped raised a huge ruckus.
Jeg klebt under vand.
Guards were everywhere looking for him.
Can't let the kid get away.
Anybody see him?
I had to jump from roof to roof like a damn alley cat. I followed the plans where I could. Some of that wood was slippery as hell. The whole town was up in arms. Suddenly, I was a fugitive.
How the hell did the kid escape?
Garrett's gonna kick our ass! Get in the window, Mike! Can't have gotten far!
Gotta be around here somewhere. Billy broke out of jail.
So that bastard you were after, what did he do?
He did me and my family a grievous harm. But I knew if I was ever gonna find him, I would need to get my ever-loving ass out of there. I tried to be stealthy and sneak my way past.
This town doesn't have a moment's peace.
You! But hell, if they weren't all waiting for me. Apparently, some of them thought I was Billy.
You hooligans can go to hell.
He's in town somewhere.
See, me and the kid shared a certain similarity in build and coloring. I was just glad I had Deputy Bob's mean-ass shotgun.
Get away with this.
There's children here.
So much lead was whizzing by my head, it was like everyone in Lincoln wanted to put me in the ground. I knew I needed to find a horse. Though I never did have a great fondness for those four-legged grass eaters. Smelly, sweaty, ungrateful beasts. We prize them too high, if you ask me.
Stop him!
Sådan det der langt.
I think he's scared.
Det er helt ind i.
don't get paid enough for this.
Das ist auch nicht schlecht, man kann durch Hühner töten leveln.
That town's going to hell in a handbasket.
Ach, schade. Ja, wo muss ich denn lang, meine Freunde? Kann echt irgendwie. Ich muss mal los, das keine Ahnung.
But where was the kid while you were busy getting shot at?
Gone. And that's when it occurred to me why Billy set me free.
Taut man die Schrot gegen Gewehr aus?
Respect for decency?
So I could be a hapless decoy and draw attention while he snuck out of town.
Ain't bothering me none. Blanket.
I knew if I made it out of there in one piece, no one would put a price on my head.
Because everybody in Lincoln would be dead?
No, because they all thought I was Billy, and all that blame would fall on him. Meanwhile, Deputy Bob Ollinger was organizing a posse to put me down. He was already a mean son of a bitch, but he was doubly pissed that I stole his mean-ass shotgun. Anyway, it was me or them, and the only way forward led me straight to perdition. But the cards were dealt, and I had no choice but to play them.
Don't let him get away. I got this.
to town.
I guess Billy saved your ass, taking out Bob Ollinger the way he did.
Billy didn't kill Bob.
Well, sure he did. He dispatched him right after he shot Deputy Bell.
No, sir. Because Bob came right up behind me, angry as hell that Billy had lit out. Hello, Bob, I said. I think you better let me go. And he says, I don't think so, boy. Not with my shotgun. So we stood there in the middle of the street, eyeball to eyeball. He intended to kill me, and I knew I had no choice but to defend myself.
Pass aber auch den in der Handposition an, um schneller zu ziehen. Hä? Ui. Ja, tot. Noch ein Versuch.
I killed him in a fair fight. Everybody saw I had no damn choice. Well, Lincoln got a mite depopulated that day. Pat Garrett gunned down Billy 3 months later, so his escape was all for naught anyway.
Ja, den hat's erwischt, wa?
So where'd you go after Lincoln?
Mexico. Until I realized nobody was looking for me. I ended up taking a job at the Rurales.
The Mexican Rurales?
I was hired to help them track down the cowboys.
Der Cowboy.
The most vicious outlaw gang in Cochise County? Curly Bill Brocious? Johnny Ringo?
Led by old man Clanton himself.
They must have paid you a pretty penny to take them hombres on.
Not really. But truth be told, I had my own reasons for going after those boys.
After those boys. Also ich muss sagen, ich finde das Game extrem cool. Das sind so kleine Dinge, die es speziell machen. Wenn ihr vorhin vielleicht gesehen habt, wenn man auf ein Fass schießt, so ein Wasserfass, dann gibt es so Löcher drin und dann sprudelt dann das Wasser so raus. Ich kann gucken, ob ich nachher nochmal so eine Situation finde, wo es so ein Fass hat. Und dann versuche ich das nochmal.
So was the bastard you were after now riding with the cowboys?
Roscoe Bob Bryant was his name.
Oh.
But no, this time it was a different bastard I was after. The aforementioned Mr. Ringo. And yes, he was working for old man Clanton.
Where's he going? Ain't fucking running.
I came upon them robbing a stagecoach, which wasn't surprising, being they were such murderous thieves and bastards. The bandits wore red scarves, so I knew they worked for the old man.
Over there!
I did my best to help those poor passengers. Moments later, the attackers were dead, and I checked the stagecoach to see how many passengers were still breathing. None. It was then I wondered if the rocks weren't hiding more bandits. Was that all of them? Or did I just hit the rear guard? I quickly got my answer. They attacked from on high like Apaches often did. They would appear in great numbers from above and rain down lead on their hapless enemies' heads, making use of the high ground and whatever else they had. Yep, the Apaches always appeared out of nowhere, and there never seemed to be an end to it.
Hold on. Were you attacked by Apaches? What happened to the cowboys?
Did I say they were Apaches? I said Clanton's cowboys attacked me Apache style. I was in a pitched battle, but I was holding my own against an overwhelming enemy force. See, at the time, I was still pretty green and would often blunder into regrettable situations. But I just kept shooting at anything I could see up in those damn rocks. I didn't see Ringo, but I knew he was with the cowboys. He and Roscoe Bob had done me a dreadful wrong, and I was determined to have my revenge. But to get to Ringo, I knew I'd have to fight my way past these other assholes first.
Past these other assholes first.
He's getting away!
Unfortunately, I was running out of ammo. Another perfect example of my relative inexperience as a hunter of men. I immediately knew that a tactical retreat was called for, as my vengeful fury was much less impressive without the bullets to back it up. Finally, they managed to corner me. Trapped as I was, the odds of my survival seemed pretty slim. Luckily, serendipity was on my side as I suddenly spotted a way out of my predicament.
Stand and fight!
I ran ahead as if the devil himself was after me. Bullets were whizzing by my ears, but I wasn't about to roll over and die. I just kept running like there was no tomorrow. Because there wouldn't be if Clanton and his men caught up with me. As I was scurrying around those caves, I thought, what was I thinking? Going up against a gang like this?
You're done!
Ich bin gerade gestorben, weil ich über einen Stein gestürzt bin.
Nowhere!
I just kept running, not knowing where the hell I was going.
No one will ever find you here!
And that's when something miraculous happened. Like manna from heaven. I found the desiccated remains of what looked like an Apache warrior. The old weapon next to him supplied me with some much-needed ammunition. Bob Masterson once told me it was more important to be lucky than good, and he would know. And imagine my surprise when I found a fistful of dynamite to go along with that ammo. That stroke of good fortune evened the odds and bolstered my confidence. It was time to turn the tables. Time for the prey to become the predator. Time for the hunted to become the hunter. Time.
All right, Jesus, we get it. They were right where you wanted them.
That's right, Jack. I was done running. And the old man's boys were not expecting that. No, sir. I came at them like a wildcat. My fury knew no bounds. It was finally time for that old man to pay for his sins.
Mit einer Gatling, Alter. Was? Richtig crazy.
I yelled out at the top of my lungs. Clanton, I'm coming for you! A little stealth might have made more sense, to be perfectly honest.
Ich verarscht.
Because that old fool had a Gatling gun and enough bullets to last him till kingdom come. But I knew I could not let that deter me. Not if I was to find and kill Ringo. I needed to get that old man off that gun. Most everyone thought it was the Ruales who had come up against him in Guadalupe Canyon, but it was just me. Made it out of there alive and told Ike and Billy Clanton that it wasn't a Mexican who took their father's life that day. They just assumed it was one of the Earps. And that little misunderstanding eventually led to that legendary gunfight at the OK Corral.
Alter, was, ey, mit einer Gatling Gun. Johnny Ringo. Wir rechnen uns öffentlich lang. Warum? Keine Ahnung. Hau mal über den Sockel.
A few weeks after that dust-up at the OK Corral, I was still after Johnny Ringo. I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
Somebody's coming!
So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off?
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first, I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Earth's coming!
Get ready, boys.
Kill him!
Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise. And after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge.
Son of a bitch!
So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother, Virgil.
You shoot the son of a bitch!
Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Ride, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Noch gerade hier von oben gekommen oder nicht? Oh, doch nicht. What's that?
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the Cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself. But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
Hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly not Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cap.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That Lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal?
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
So, seht ihr, das habe ich vorhin gemeint. Doch einfach nur cool.
Where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Hit the dirt! Leave me!
Though it wasn't easy, those boys had good cover.
Shoot 'em high down! That's right! Can't believe you keep missing!
Waste your bullets. Go ahead. Face me, you coward. You can't get me.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand. Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Curly Bill. So, jetzt nichts mehr.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
Time to dance with the devil.
Alter, was ist das für einer? Oh, das ist dieser scheiß Bossgegner.
Lucius gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Was ist jetzt der Ringo? Der nächste, der Boss wird und stirbt. Geil, Scheiße. Oh.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Nein!
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true.
There you go.
Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
Ja, denk mal, das war's. Haben wir jetzt eine Stunde, nicht mehr als eine Stunde, haben wir hier jetzt das Let's Play gemacht. Ich denke mal, das macht guten ersten Eindruck und wird auf jeden Fall weitergehen, wenn wir die anderen Lappen jagen, die da noch irgendwas mit der Geschichte zu tun haben. Ich hoffe, es hat euch Spaß gemacht. Liked das Video vielleicht, wenn nicht, nein, tut's nicht, liked es nicht, nein, liked es. Und ja, dann bis zum nächsten Mal und viel Spaß vielleicht auch mit den anderen Videos. Bis später. Tschüss.